Mga atid mga kuya, welcome back to Kuya PuTo's channel. So meron kaming pupuntahan ngayon. Oh, by the way,
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter to everybody out there. It's Sunday morning, so this is when the Lord Jesus Christ gets resurrected. So it's a happy day. Happy day. So yeah, we got invited to a family lunch, family dinner. Yeah, it's like a tradition sa side nung wife ko. So we are going to go visit so we can go eat. Libreng pagkain, doon kami mahilig, luho namin ni Mrs. yun eh. John always has good stuff. Like he always has.
Tito John and Tito Greg are so good at cooking.
I know.
Tito John, not Tito Greg.
Oh yeah, Tito John.
Tito Greg is
both
the
of them.
keeper, yeah.
Both of them. It's amazing when we go to their place. I love it. So guys, lately I posted a couple of videos about yung estado.
What's that? State?
The state of state of housing dito sa Canada. And you know, some people agree, some people disagree, but that's normal. Everybody's gonna have their own opinion, diba? I am just describing what I see and what I know, both as a homeowner and a landlord. So there's been a couple questions, couple comments po. Tinatanong nila si Kuya Puto, Kuya Puto, bakit ba napakahirap mag-transition from becoming a renter to a homeowner? Ano ba kailangan gawin namin? So guys, it's no big secret. One of the biggest dreams that everybody has dito sa Canada, regardless kung Pinoy kayo o hindi, is to become one day a homeowner. And karamihan po ng tao nag-uumpisa renting, and there's nothing wrong with that. Kami ni Mrs. dati, renter kami. Baby, you want to tell them about your first apartment? Alam mo yung meron akong ginawang video, guys, you can check it on my my channel. Si Mrs. nung nakilala ko, she was living with a bunch of friends and a bunch of his siblings. Apat sila lahat.
Kami nakikisquat doon, hindi.
So nakikisquat daw sila dun sa one bedroom apartment sa
It
Scarborough.
was my sister's apartment.
10 daw sila.
Hindi naman 10, may nakikitulong na iba, kaya naging 10.
Okay, so
Probably regular is 8.
totoong story yan, guys, okay? One bedroom, tandaan nyo, this was over 20 years ago, okay? Sasabihin nyo, ang hirap ng buhay ngayon. Nang babalitaan nyo sa Brampton, merong nakatira sa basement. 6 na tao. Ngayon, 2024. Dati, okay, over 20 years ago, nung nag-umpisa sila Mrs., one bedroom apartment sa Scarborough. Sometimes 10 sila, sometimes more. True story.
It was situational, so it was expected. So, parang walang karapatang magreklamo. Nakisquat ka na, magre-reklamo ka pa na.
So,
Hindi na nire-reklamo si Shai. Hindi kami.
Shai, by the way, is my wife's sister. You know, apartment ni Shai dati yun eh. Anyways, the struggle is real. Kahit dati, kahit ngayon, it's the same thing, right? But anyways, the point I'm trying to make before I go off topic is lahat po nag-uumpisa. Everybody starts somewhere. Okay? And there's no shame in renting. Okay? If that's what you're comfortable with, if that's what you can afford, hey, you know what? More power to you.
Well,
Because
truly, if you're in the GTA or GTA as a city, it makes sense to rent, even rent forever. First, yung commute, it's cheaper and it's accessible, convenience.
so, like what my wife said, situational na nga talaga. But, going back to my point, totoo po when I say, the majority of Canadians, regardless of race, dream nila one day is to become a homeowner. So paano nga ba mangyayari? Paano gagawin yun? Like how does one transition from becoming a renter to becoming a homeowner? Ano mga kailangan gawin? What kind of behaviors? What kind of lifestyle changes one has to make? Like how did we do it? Dahil dati, guys, we were just renting from a building. Nung lumipat kami sa Brantford dati, our very first apartment was sa Mohawk Park. It's not the best neighborhood. Tutuusin nga araw-araw eh. Binubuksan yung kotse ko. It got to the point where nainis na ako. Iniwanan ko nila naka-unlock yung kotse ko. Sinabi ko na lang, I left a note on the dashboard. Nakalagay, not one word of a lie, I don't have anything in this car. There's no money. There's nothing of interest. Please, just close the door when you're done if you don't believe me. Totoo yun. That's how rough the neighborhood was. But that's where we started. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. No, we were happy. We were very happy.
So where do you start and how do you know, or who do you ask, right? Again, mentor is different. May mga nakakatanda na nakatuturo or nakakaalam. That's one. Dito sa Canada or I think anywhere in the world, if you have a banker, utilize them. They're sources and tools and resources, right?
Yeah, they're a good source of information.
Source of information. They're there to help. You pay your banking fee. You think that's just for transactional? If it's transactional, you can just do your banking online. But the fact that you're paying fee, let's say $15 a month, that's part of your package. You sit down maybe annually or every 6 months with your personal banker, yun ang tawag ngayon sa kanila sa bangko, and just sit down and review your finances. It doesn't have, like, investment doesn't have to be a big amount. It can be as little as $5 or $10 per week, per month, or whatever, as long as there's a goal to meet. Because eventually, if you're single or by yourself right now, hopefully you will have someone to work with or to be with as a partner, or ano tawag sa isa doon? As a team.
As a team.
As a team. Yeah, because it's really hard to ano na ngayon kung mag-isa ka lang.
So basically, before we jump into the points later on, the very first thing that you need to do is review your finances. Yun nga sabi ni Mrs. Everybody's got a bank account, obviously, because dun pumapasok yung kita ninyo, di ba? Sit down with somebody at the bank. Utilize the service charges that they charge you. Have them review what comes in and what comes out if you need that help. That way, you can figure out kung magkano yung extra ninyo, kung saan napupunta yung pera ninyo. That's very, very important, diba? That's the very first steps that you need to make, because you have to organize yung pera.
Saka I wanted to add about using a debit card and the credit card too. Kasi doon nagkakagulo-gulo ang finances eh. And I know I've been there, done that. But ang natutunan ko sa nakikita ko sa trabaho ko dati noon, use your card as a payment solution, especially your credit card. Not to rely on it, but then again, it's there for emergency. And maximize what you can get from the bank too. So if you utilize your credit card as a payment solution, chances are merong cashback, merong points. I just got some shopping free points from a credit card. So yung mga yun, pwede mong i-add.
So, like she said again, basically, it goes to the same category. Be aware of your finances. Be aware of what goes in and what goes out. And maximize ninyo kung ano makukuha ninyo dun sa pera ninyo. That's number one. So, paano nga ba natin ginawa yun? That's the first step that we took. Kami po ni Mrs., we sat down and we figured out exactly where we stood financially.
I think nung unang, I think that was back in 06 or 07. That's why allergic ka. I'm not allowed to go to Starbucks. Maybe I'm allowed to go to Timmy's. But inad natin yung Timmy's ko na. I think I was buying Timmy's 2 or 3 times a day. And that's at least what? $15 every day. Times 5 or times 4, whatever. At minimum 3 times a week. And then we categorized it, or we added it together. It's like thousands of dollars. So
basically, guys, what she's saying,
coffee at home.
the coffee example, what we're trying to say, or what she's trying to say, lifestyle change. Okay? Napaka-importante nun dahil nung bata kami, madami kaming kapalpakan na ginawa.
Hindi ako naririnig pag nandito.
Oo, naririnig ka. Madami kaming kapalpakan na ginawa, okay? Si Mrs. yung Starbucks, mahilig siya doon. Luho din niya yung dollar store na yan. She's the only person I know that would spend a couple $100 sa dollar store. Nung nakatira kami sa apartment, di ba? Ako naman, mahilig ako sa kotse. Okay, mahilig ako sa mga Transformers ko. Dati, luho yun, di ba? By the way, I collect Transformers. So, kailangan, we needed to learn ilagay sa lugar yun, yung mga luho-luho. Because guess what? Sometimes yung luho na yan, that is what will get you in financial trouble.
And I think 2 years after nung tinignan na natin yun, instead of allocating the money for the coffee money, I started the RRSP, $25
many years?
14 years.
Yeah.
14, 15 years.
So isipin nyo guys, yung mga binibili nyong Tim Hortons, Starbucks everyday, hindi nyo napapansin yun, yung mga labas-labas dito, labas-labas doon, bili ng sapatos dito, bili ng bag doon, hindi nyo napapansin, minsan maliliit lang, di ba? Tapos that actually adds up. If you actually took that money na ina-allocate ninyo sa yung mga little luho na mga ganon, tapos ilagay ninyo sa tamang lugar where it would actually make more money or increase your savings, that can add to the dream. That can add eventually, well, not add, but it'll definitely help eventually if your plan, it'll make a difference if your plan is to one day become a homeowner. Dahil hindi biro to make that transition, di ba?
Yeah. I know a lot of people that I know, nagra-racket sila, nagtitinda sila ng mga pagkain on the side, but they actually, ano tawag na, yung kinita nila.
Yung kinita nila, yung profit nila.
Yeah, profit, the net gain that they have, they put it on alkansya.
Yes.
They were able to save, like one of them, they were able to save $8,000. They
Guys,
were just religiously not.
Big secret, okay? Sa bahay namin, meron akong alkansya. O, binili ni Mrs. yun. Yung cat, alam mo yung Chinese cat, yung gumaganon yung kamay. Okay? So, pag meron kaming pera sa bulsa, cash, na alam namin, di naman namin gagastahin, di ba? Nilalagay na lang namin dun. Tinatapon na lang namin dun, kinakalimutan na lang namin. Tatawa kayo, sasabihin nyo, bariya-bariya lang yan, bariya-bariya lang yan. Guess what, guys? You know what? Couple years, 2 years, 3 years, lagay kayo ng lagay doon. Sabi nga ni Mrs., $8,000 to $10,000, hindi imposibleng mabuo doon. Isipin nyo, mga bariya-bariya lang yun, guys. Ano pa ba ginawa natin? So, get rid of the luho, or at least lagay nyo sa lugar yung luho, and instead allocate that money where it's gonna multiply and help you increase your savings. Guys, alam niyo yung mga $2 na sinasabi ni Mrs. na pwede nyo ma-save, by not going to Starbucks, by not buying this, buying that, buying stupid crazy stuff,
It's okay to go as a treat, I guess.
Yeah, every now and then. Basta huwag niyong gawing regular, di ba? Lahat yon importante because that'll contribute to your down payment.
However, happiness naman now, let it.
Of course. But ilagay lang nga natin sa lugar. Dahil yung down payment na yan, ang hirap buuin yan eh. As in, sobrang hirap because most of the time, pag malapit na dun sa numero na mabuo, tayo, mag-iisip tayo ng ibang gagastusin eh. Or something happens. Yes. So, stick to the goal. Alam ko dahil pinagdaanan na rin namin yun yung pag-save ng down payment na yan. Talagang mahirap. Lalo na pag lumaki yung numero, malapit na dun sa goal ninyo, sasabihin ninyo, oy, yung kotse ko medyo luma na. Yaman na yung bahay. Gamitin na lang natin yung pera to para sa kotse. And alam ko, tayong mga Pinoy, mahilig tayo sa kotse, di ba? Delayed gratification. Focus on the goal. Dahil tandaan nyo, pag bili kayo ng bahay, hindi parang kotse yan. Yung bahay tumataas, yung kotse hindi. So, keep focused on the goal. Keep your eyes on the prize. Porque lumaki yung konting savings natin, malapit ng sa target number for the down payment, huwag nyong galawin. I-reserve nyo talaga yon for the original plan. And keep on saving. Every little bit helps. Yung mga side racket na ginagawa ninyo, that helps a lot. It really does. Because sabi nga nila, you shouldn't depend on just one source of income stream, di ba? If you can create 1, 2, maybe 3 or more, if possible. And that's the only way that you can put together such an amount. Lalo na ngayon, napakamahal ng bahay. But it's not impossible. I guess the biggest help na nangyari sa amin kay Mrs. dati, para nakapag-transition kami from apartment to home ownership. Kung may trabaho kayo, di ba? Every now and then, magkaka-bonus kayo. Or every now and then, overtime will be available. Dati, lahat ng overtime money namin, imbis na lulustay namin sa labas dito, labas doon, bili neto, bili nun, tinatabi namin. As in, tinatabi namin. Plus, okay, yung mga bonus namin na nakukuha namin at the end of the year, Sa Pilipinas, di ba, sabi nila parang 13-month pay. Dito, you know, it ranges anywhere between 3% to maybe 6% of your salary, di ba? Depending on the company. Di namin ginagalaw yun. As in, ilang taon namin hindi ginagalaw yun. Truth be told, yung down payment na ginamit namin para dun sa, not the first house, but the second house na binili namin was all from bonus money sa trabaho namin.
Ang nag-compound pa siya, when you get your bonus, you buy the RRSP because that's what the plan was. So you get, let's say, whatever, 5, 10, 15, okay? Buy that as an RSP. Not only you save that as part of your down payment, but you get that tax refund, a bigger tax refund from the government. So it's a double value there.
So yeah, it's also a good idea. Line yourself up with tax accountants. They help a lot. And people in the financial industry. You know, sa mga bangko, napakadaming financial advisors dyan. Napakadaming mortgage agents, mortgage specialists. You can speak to them. Sabihin mo lang, hey, you know what? I'm thinking about buying a house one day. Can you lay out a plan for me? That's their job. You know, don't be afraid to seek help. Dahil karamihan ng tao, ito problema.
And there's a calculator nowadays that you can use. Dapat pala magano tayo next time like free consultation or free learning.
Free learning,
May
yes.
mga calculator. No, guys, it makes a difference when you have when you can use some calculator, some type of calculator. Pero kami nung walang calculator, basically a pen and a paper, what's in, what's going out. A basic. Always go back to the basics.
Yes.
It makes sense. It works. Stay the way it is, diba?
So yeah, and another thing that we noticed that really helped us a lot, kailangan magtanong kayo sa mga tao na may alam. Okay? Huwag kayo makikinig dito kay kuya, kay ate, sa aso nyo, sa pusa ninyo, you know, kay lolo, kay lola, kay tito. Kung yung gusto ninyo na makuha, wala naman sila. You know, saan nila kinukuha yung information nila? Lalo na ngayon, guys, internet age. Everything is on the tip. It's on your fingertips, pretty much. You're like a click away sa Google to find out information. But the best way talaga is to find people that have what you want and ask them how they got what they got, which is what you want. Diba? Napaka-importante nun. Because the right people will push you towards the right path.
Like I said, if you have a good banker going back, because you know those are the services that you actually pay for, build a relationship with your banking advisor.
Tsaka,
Utilize them. They owe to give you
the advice.
the advice.
Because that's their job.
That's their job. Without you as a client,
They don't exist. They don't have a job.
we won't have a job.
Exactly.
So, one thing that I know for sure, for me before, and I've seen this, yung ibang mga advisor, there's tiering in advisors, yung parang tiering ng kung nasa level ng buhay ka. But, you know, they can't judge you or discriminate you for what you're trying to save. Kasi trabaho nila yun eh. But, sa akin yun, it's a big consolation and reward when I know I'm able to help and I know I'm able to be part of their success or what, no matter what kind of success that is. If they're trying to save money to go on a trip back home, o kahit na ano lang. Kasi like I said, savings doesn't have to be a big amount of money. It can be as little as $5, maybe $2 per paycheck. The
It
fact
adds
that
up.
you're able to put it away.
Remember guys, it's the behavior. It's the act of spending. Yun ang laging sinasabi sa akin ni Mrs. Once you develop that behavior of putting money aside, it doesn't matter if it's $1, $2, $3, $10, $100. Okay? It's that behavior that you need to adapt, that you need to develop. That behavior of saving.
And then we can talk about how the credit score works, like too basic.
Well, that's gonna be a topic for a different video because it's a little bit too involved, diba?
But you can park it, like
We'll park that.
utilization and what the balance is actually that affects your credit score.
So another thing that's extremely important, guys, if you want to make that transition from becoming a renter to homeownership, mindset. Kuya PuTo, ano yung mindset na yan pinagsasabi mo? Ang dami kong naririnig. I want a 4-bedroom house, 4,000 square feet with 3-car garage as my first time home. You know what? Sana all. Okay? You have to be realistic with what you want and what you can afford. Dahil homeownership is not cheap, especially nowadays. Kailangan ibagay ninyo yung budget ninyo sa bahay na gusto ninyong bilhin. Everybody has a wish list. Ako gusto ko Lamborghini. Do you see me driving a Lamborghini? No.
Buhay ka naman, babe.
No, but that's the truth. Because hindi bagay yung kakayanan namin para sa Lamborghini. It's as simple as that. So, be ready to, ano tawag doon? Make some adjustments. Because yung first home ninyo will not be the perfect home. Your first home will be, hindi nyo magiging, it's not like the perfect home. It's not going to be your forever home. It's going to be a platform to build from. So huwag kayong madismaya kung yung magiging first home ninyo hindi yung dream home ninyo. Because bihirang-bihira po mangyari yun. Like, well, some people, yeah, nagagawa nila yun. First home nila is their dream home, you know, and good for them. But not everybody, the majority of people is not in that position or situation, diba? So be ready to make adjustments. Be ready to accept reality. And be happy. Be very happy, because to make that transition, guys, that's a huge accomplishment. Not a lot of people can do that, especially nowadays with the cost of living, you know, being the way it is dito sa Canada, diba? So when I say mindset, prepare to accept reality. Wag niyong masyadong i-push yung nasa wish list ninyo, because more than likely, if it's gonna be your first home, it's not gonna have that. Pero be happy the fact that once you do make the transition, you actually made the transition that most people cannot do, and use it as a platform to build. And I guarantee you, several years go by, you would be able to make that jump from your first home to your dream home. Possible yun. So nung nag-umpisa po kami, all of the things that we basically mentioned in this video, yun po ginawa namin. And I'm not saying that if you follow that, it's guaranteed. It just worked for us. We just wanted to tell people out there, it's not impossible. It's not impossible. And stop telling yourself that it's impossible, because pag sinabi nyo imposible, maniniwala kayo dun, di ba? Wala kayong gagawin. You're not gonna aspire. And you know what? Itong buhay na to, it's all about aspiration. It's all about dreams. This life has got a lot to offer. All you have to do, grab it, get it, kilos, do something about it. So guys, sana naman natuwa kayo kahit konti dito sa video ni Kuya Putong to.
Naantok ako eh.
Naantok daw si Mrs. You know, do me a favor. I noticed karamihan po ng tao na nanonood sa channel natin, 70% is not subscribed. So kung nagustuhan nyo naman yung content namin, please consider subscribing so we can grow this channel as big as we can. So guys, this is Kuya Puto wishing you good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Stay hungry, stay humble, keep your hustle strong.